What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy G underscore Money Raiders, aka Galen, coming to you with another edition of My Take, where our Oakland Raiders win today 23-21 against the Arizona Cardinals. Now, first I want to start off by saying I want to thank everybody for always, coming in, chiming in, liking my videos, subscribing to my channel, and commenting, in the comment box. And you know me, I'm going to go comment back to everybody and thank everybody for always, taking the time out to come in and comment on my channel and, giving their feedback of what they like, what I say, what I like, and, what goes down with the team. So, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so when my video comes up, hey, I got something to say. So, like I said, our Oakland Raiders won today, 23-21 versus the Cardinals. You know how your boy always do it. Talk about the offense, defense, special teams, and coaching. Go over the game, the things I liked, the things I didn't like, and, the things that I'm seeing for the future of the team. So offensively, we'll go in on the offense, and, the things I liked about offense today was how they ran the ball today, and they kept with the running the ball because the fact of the matter of they were ahead or, got ahead in the game and then were close enough to where they didn't have to come from behind too far in order to catch up. I'm very proud of how the way the offense got points off of the defense turnovers and score points off the turnovers. This team's turnover situation has been abysmal. So I like I said, I like how the way the line held up today as far as, running the ball. They did very well. Still some things that I saw offensively on the line where they missed Donald Penn, his leadership, because I still believe Donald Penn's leadership is essential, but I'm glad that Miller and Marshall are, getting this game time play right now. So, come next year, they'll be even more ready and more prepared, and hopefully, they get the offensive line down. So, there'll be the line of the future of having Miller, Caliche, Hudson, Gabe, and Marshall. So, that being said, I love how the way Derek Carr, he did fairly well today. I'm gonna give it to him. I know DC been taking a lot of heat, but with fervor, because he's been doing some shit that's been like, why would you do that? And he was doing some of that today as well. There were some plays in there where I just don't understand how throwing the ball down, wasted downs, throwing it to the ground. Come on, man. It's third down. You need to be throwing the ball to make plays, to keep the chains rolling. Our third down efficiency sucks, and by you doing that, I'd rather for you to take a sack because you are attempting to try to make something happen than you throwing the ball down. Even though I know the play was calling for a screen and you don't want the line to get called for, being an eligible man down the field. But still, I just feel like you need to find better ways into getting the ball out to the playmakers. Now, that's all having to do with coaching. So, we'll talk about that later. So, offensively, I was very proud how the way Doug Martin ran the ball, the way Jalen Richard ran the ball today. And receiving. Good to see that DeAndre Washington was able to get into the game today and contribute to some of the things to help the team win today. Even though I didn't like how the way they used him on the goal line and we had to settle for the 3 points as opposed to, trying to figure out another way of getting 6 on the board. So we settled for the 7 and we end up going up 20-14. So I'm a little upset with that. So like I said, that's all having to do with coaching and the play calling. But Carr, I was glad to see that Gruden got into Carr's ass today. Start telling him, like, what are you doing? What are you calling? Because it looked like Carr checked out of certain plays and he was doing too much um, checking out of plays in this game where, like, it pissed me the fuck off, man, when Gruden just called a timeout, and then Carr sitting there checking down to a whole nother play after the play was just called in, and then you had to get called for another timeout. Now, you know you can't do back-to-back timeout in football. Hell, I even know that. I don't even play the game, but I know you can't do back-to-back timeouts like that. So, you know, that kind of had me like, what was going on? And then when you do the timeout and then you come back, you don't pick up the first down. So, I mean, that's like things that, you know, Gruden's going to have to get Carr to understand to, you know, really play in your position, play in your progressions. That's what Carr is going to have to do going forward to be a different quarterback. Because like they were saying in the game, that Carr had to turn around and like Gruden had to literally break Carr back down to scratch and start him all over with everything. So it makes sense to me now of why Derek looks so, you know, suspect on certain things, that, you know, certain plays that's being called, because you're not getting the execution by the offensive line or the wide receivers, because to me, you don't have efficient wide receivers to get themselves open and allow themselves to be open, because you're not getting the right play calling. Well, you're getting the right play calling, but just not getting executed to the point of where it, you know, helps the efficiency and the flow of the game out to where Derrick can sort of kind of get into a rhythm of the game. Now, the running game is supposed to help the passing game, but we're in a different football, so it's the passing that sort of kind of helps the running. So like I said, I was happy with how the way Doug Martin ran the ball today. Jalen Richard and DeAndre Washington did what they did today. Offensive line did a solid job. Gave up a few sacks. I'm not really worried about that. Like I said before, I'm getting all these comments, or people asking me, should I say, you know, should the Raiders give up on Derek Carr? Well, y'all, Derek Carr is not going anywhere. Derek Carr is the face of the Raiders through Vegas. It's just, it is what it is, you know. So we have to remember that to me, what I'm seeing is Gruden is breaking Derek Carr down. Gruden is building Carr back up to a point to where, you know, he's trying to get him to understand Gruden's style and scheme on the offense. Now, as y'all know, Gruden got these long play calling for everything and for everybody. So once you make the call and you put the play out, and then let's say Derek sees something in the defense, now he's got to check out of that and go to a whole nother play call. Now, I understand on the check play, the play name is not as long as the play calling. So, but yet you already, to me, it just seems as if Gruden needs to get the play in quicker, give Derek, you know, 15 seconds on the clock to be able to look over, see what he needs to see defensively, you know, so he can do what he needs to do. So, like I said, for the rest of this point forward, I'm just going to give Derek the benefit of the doubt for the rest of the season and just see how things going, because, like we said, you don't have your real true offensive line. You don't have all your receivers. So it is what it is as far as offensively goes. Defensively, I'm very proud of these guys, because those young guys, PJ Hall, Mo Hurst, and Arden Key, are the future defensively as far as this team goes. Now, I know everybody is like talking about the draft and, you know, need to, you know, draft Bosa and all that stuff like that. But to me, when you talking about pass rush, to me, I feel like you need to go get somebody. And then, because you already got one pass rush specialist in Key when you drafted him already. So you need to go get someone else so that helps, you know, a veteran that can help Key and get Key to understand, like the same way that Mac got when Mac had, what's his name from the Giants? I can't think of his name. His name is passing me right now. You have to forgive me. His name is passing me. But when Mac came, he had the veteran lineman from the Giants. I can't think of his name. I'm sorry, y'all. His name is, for some strange reason, bypassing me. To make Mac understand and how to be able to, work with certain ways of your hands, your feet, and your body, and to play the run first before you play the quarterback. So you got to remember, Mac's first year, he really didn't get that many sacks his first year, but as the years progressed, he got better because he always played the run before he played the pass. So that's what made Mac so and he was strong, by the way. That helped as well. So I'm hoping that Arden will, in the offseason will kind of bulk up a little more, get a little stronger, so that'll help his game out as far as, help him with the run and getting to the run. So that will, in the end, will help him with Justin Tuck. That's who that was. Justin Tuck. I knew I was going to remember his name sooner or later, but that's who helped Mac out, was Justin Tuck, to get Mac to understand what, how to be able to get himself better. So I like the way that the defense got the 2 turnovers today. That was huge. That was big. Key missed a couple of sacks. Hall missed a couple of sacks. But what I liked about what they did, as far as, these young guys are really penetrating, especially Mo Hurst. Mo got his 4th sack of the season. Go ahead, Mo. I'm proud of you for getting that 4th sack. You're turning out to be a real pivotal 5th round pick. So I know you're going to be all right as far as, future goes. You and Hall, to me, are going to be very, very pivotal to this team going into the future as far as the defensive tackles go. So that's that on defense. I love Conley. Proud of Conley. Came out, got his interception in the first part of the game. I'm a little mad at Worley because I believe when Worley gave up that 3rd down in the 4th quarter, I think that's what it was. To me, Worley should have played the receiver and not the ball, because he could have pushed the receiver out of bounds so that the guy couldn't have got his feet in. If only time they tell you to jump the ball or jump on the ball is when for sure you're getting ready you can pick that ball off. But if you're not going to pick it off and you play the receiver, and to me, he could have pushed the receiver out of bounds to keep that guy from, because that's how the Cardinals ended up scoring a touchdown and getting 21. So, because Melvin, although I give Melvin credit, that was Larry Fitzgerald that he was covering, but Melvin's got to more pay attention to Fitzgerald and not the quarterback. I understand Josh Rosen is a young quarterback, but he still needs to be paying attention to his player, because he got beat in the end when the Cardinals did get that last touchdown for them to go up 21-20 in that game. But I'm going to give kudos to you, though, Rashawn, because you did tip that ball up to where Carl Joseph got the interception. So overall, the defense, you got a young core. And I believe if the Raiders do keep Carl Joseph, you need to keep Carl Joseph in as free safety and then go get your strong safety, because Gilchrist pissed me off, because when Fitzgerald got that first touchdown, Wilson, was at the right coverage because he was playing underneath, but Gilchrist was supposed to have been on top to prevent Fitzgerald from being able to get that touchdown, So it's some things that they're going to need to do in this offensive offseason, to get this defense together. So kudos to the young guys on defense. Kudos to the defense, period, for stepping up in this game and getting stops that was needed in the game. Special teams, got to give our kicker mad credit. You made 2 key field goals, and then you made the game-winning field goal. So hats off and kudos to you for doing that and getting that. And Townsend, you look good again this week, should I say, on your punts. So you were driving the ball this time. Now, you kind of, sort of a little bit out-kicked your coverage on this one. So, you got to find a way to be able to help your coverage out in the end as well. Coaching. So, in this game, I'm going to say, coaching-wise, they did fairly well considering you went in at 14-all at the half, and then you turned it up and scored 13 points. Well, 9 points in the second half. It was very, very pivotal because in the end, I want to see touchdowns really. You know, they got to figure out a way how to, when they get in the red zone, better ways to get the ball in the end zone. Because the way they looked to me and the way they were going around to me, it just didn't look clean. You know, and the execution was, you know, really, really off. Now, I get the fact that most of it is due to the fact because of the fire and, you know, prayers to the victims out there in my hometown, my home state, California, right now for what they're going through with those fires. You know, I got a brother who lost his home in Paradise. So, you know, I really want to wish the best of luck with my brother and his family. And, you know, it's going to take him a minute to get back and then, you know, because they lost everything. So, like I said, you know, back to the game. But yeah, I just want to say that today's game was very, very phenomenal. They did a great job. Like I said, and I was glad to see that Gruden got into Derek Carr's ass today about certain calls and things that he was doing. So, although they did settle their differences and their qualms during the game, but they still did things to, you know, make the game very interesting and very Raider style. So, that's all I have to say today, my Raider Nation. This your boy G_Money Raiders, a.k.a. Galen, coming to you with the Raiders beat the Cardinals 23-21. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button when you do subscribe because, you know, I'll make a video every week on how the games are. Like I was saying to one of my subs, it's hard to do a preview game because you really don't know how the team is going to come out and how the team is going to show up. You know, what team is going to show up. Because like I said to them, they played against the Colts. Looked very well, but hey, lost in the end due to a fumble, and Colts win that game. But then lay an egg against the 49ers. Bad egg, a stanky egg, and then turn around and play the Chargers. Play the Chargers hard, but just couldn't put it in. Couldn't find ways to put it in. So, it's neither here nor there. So, I just want to say thank you to everybody for liking and subscribing, trying to get to that 500 mark on subs. And peace out, Raider Nation. All right. See you soon.